in the series. See you soon, guys. Okay, so as I said before, we're going to be moving into... Wait, I didn't press the generate button. One sec, let's just go back here. I want to show you the back end of my system because it looks bad. But here we go. So it's going to be Officer of War versus 2Pac. Let's just generate the overlay. Let's actually just make sure everything is ready for the start of the game. And then we can get going through everything else. So it's going to be a ZVP. First one of those was Sin today. It's a foreigner pronunciation of thanks. I suppose that makes sense, but still kind of weird. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm English. I don't know what's going on. But here we go. That should all be up to date now. So let's switch back over to the overlay and let's get going with this next game. Okay, so as you can see, we do have Officer of War. He is going to be our Zerg player. And it looks like I've actually misspelt his name. Let's pretend that didn't happen. I actually copy-pasted the name, so I'm going to blame whoever wrote the roster. I'm not going to take any responsibility for that, although it probably is my fault. I'll fix it after the stream, it's all good, I just need to remember. Someone will remind me at the end, because it's kind of important I get people's names right. Kind of a bit silly, but not really too much I can do about that. Looks like elsewhere on the internet there is nation wars going on for StarCraft 2 that actually has 9,251 viewers. So StarCraft 2 doing pretty well. Pretty cool to see our sister game, I guess, doing pretty well, but would be nice to see more viewers for Brood War as well. But here we go. Let's just keep going. We're going to be moving on to Judgment Day. Judgment Day, a very cool 4-player map. You may have seen it before if you've tuned into the STPL before. But really, really... Wait, have I really... Okay, fine. So it's a really cool 4-player map. We've seen a few good games on this. We actually saw some really good games on it throughout the tournament so far. Should be pretty cool to see what's coming up next. We have seen a couple of ZVPs. They seem to have gone in favor of the Zerg players at the moment in all the tournaments that I've run. But let's actually head on over to the game and let's see exactly what is going to happen in this series. Let's actually switch over now, and let's get going with the third game in the series. Looks like we've actually got the Zerg music this time, so pretty cool for that. And starting us off in the top right position, we do have Officer of War. Oh no, I've got his name right. I've just been saying it wrong. It's officerfwar. I thought it was Officer of War, but it's not. Okay, that's me wrong. So I am correct. My overlay's fine. It's all good. It's fine. I'll just have to call him Flower, or I'll call him Officer, I think. And spawning in the bottom right position is his opponent. Gonna be playing for Team Liquid's life here in this series. It's gonna be 2Pac. Now, anyone who's been on Team Liquid will recognise most of the players on the Team Liquid staff team. Most of them are fairly active on the Brood War forums. 2Pac, a mod, Flash for the win, a writer, I believe, and big fan of writer as well. So you may have seen Flash for the win as well. He's casted a few events himself. He is a very cool American guy who casts. Casts with Bisu Dagger sometimes, another staff writer. But all of them members of the Team Liquid staff, of course. pSi, their players have been around, most of them for a very, very long time. Not too sure about Officer, but when when Marine told me about their clan, basically he said that they've been around a long time. They're kind of like the side team now to the main team that plays StarCraft 2, unfortunately. But they're doing pretty well in the pro scene in StarCraft 2, so he said they feel pretty guilty about using the name still, but they're not quite the Air Force Ace. I know, I just realised sound effects aren't on. They're not quite the Air Force Ace of the tournament, but they said they aren't the most active recently, so let's see how pSi can do. This is, of course, their debut match so far. Both the games so far they've done pretty well. They are 2-up in the series. Are they going to be able to take their first series despite being actually some of the older players, not the newest, of course, other teams have that as well. But we do actually have 2-Gate coming up for 2Pac, and this is a very, very quick aggressive build. Most likely to try and prevent this hatchery from going down. Of course, it's very hard to take a very quick second hatchery here. But it looks like officerfwar is actually going to try and take the mineral only as his first hatchery. But he still hasn't actually scouted the gateway count or anything, so he is not going to be in a good position when these zealots start going across the map. He does have a spawning pool. He is getting link speed straight away, but he does not have anywhere else to build any sunkens. So any hatchery he makes is going to likely be forfeit until he can get a decent number of lings up. Here we go, the zealots are actually on the way. We should have another 2 popping out very shortly. And how much damage are these zealots going to be able to do? It looks like the probe's still being annoying as possible. Can he get it? I think he could have killed it if he'd attacked again. But I think he thought he'd lost the engagement and tried to retreat. And that's actually going to cause the loss of the drone. But here we go. The Lings have found the zealots. He knows by now there should be 2 gates. And he is going to have to fight for his life here to try and save this hatchery. He doesn't get his third hatchery we wanted to. But if he can hold on to this hatchery long enough, he will be able to build some sunken colonies to defend against the opening. Probe does go down, that's quite an important moment in this. The probe cannot be annoying anymore, and more lings do come out. It should be a little bit more possible for him to hold on. But is he going to be able to hold on here? This is so much damage coming in from these zealots, and it looks like he gets a nice round there, but is it going to be enough? I'm losing my voice now already, and it shows how much I've been casting recently. But here we go, we've got the zealots trying to come in for an attack, but 2Pac's zealot control actually really good, walling the zerglings away from the hatchery. Gonna try and take down as many of the lings as possible. The lings just flooding in one by one at the moment, and this is not the engagement the officerfwar really wants to be taking. And that's a little bit unfortunate, but this hatchery is 100% going to go down. He needs to cancel. He does. He cancels at the last possible second. And the lings are actually going to go for a counterattack. This could be pretty big. There is 2 zealots back to defend, but there is nothing in his middle line to defend against this. He could lose all of his probes, but in the meantime, he may lose all of his drones as well. There's going to be action on both sides of the map here. Zealots are back to defend. And obviously the zealots in his base are going to be a little bit more powerful. And I don't think officerfwar is going to be able to hold on to this. He's got a sunken. Is it going to be enough? The zealots at the back pushed the lings away from the minerals. He's going to try and drill around the thing to push the zealots away. But I think unfortunately this is just far too much damage for him to be taking. Probes are being taken out one by one. But it's not going to be good enough. 4 zealots against 1 drone. That is, oh man, that is not game really. Oh boy. Oh, I feel kind of bad, but he's BMing. He doesn't feel very happy with this. He's like, oh, I lost to 2-Gate. This is the worst feeling of the... Oh man. What the heck? Oh man, that's actually kind of funny. You gotta feel bad for him though. Losing to 2-Gate like that can't be very happy. But